Thank you, Dr. Thank you, Dr. Mike.
Oh,
As
yeah.
you said, wisdom is useless if we do not put it into application to have the result it was intended to have.
That's right.
About the class we had yesterday,
Mm.
How has he impacted my day is, for example, it changed my way of communicating with my spouse. Because yesterday, as you were talking, you said the public display, the PDA. You said some PDA. And I said, whoo, this man is talking to me. It was a problem for me to, uh, for example, hug my wife publicly. And I realized that, it was a problem. I spoke to my wife and I said, sorry, it is something that I need to work on. And I've been abusing you, but now it's over. I'm going to hug you and we are going to live normally.
Wow.
That's one part of the thing that I've applied yesterday. Thank you so much.
How did she feel about that? How did she feel about that?
She was surprised. She was, finally.
Wow.
She was, finally you got it. I'm relieved now, something like that. So I want to thank you. It was a real, how can I say, life-changing moment for me. Many other aspects, many other things. I changed my way of working. I called my friend, sorry for not being this with you. And it's going to bring a lot of impact. Thank you so much.
Wow. That's incredible transformation. Okay. Your new year does not begin in January. It begins when the revelation of your next level hits you. So somebody just crossed over into the new year last night. It was a crossover service we had. Until something new changes from the way you've been living, you remain in the old. So anytime you take a new step into the new, you have crossed over, you have climbed. And the beauty of, learning is maximized when you take immediate action. So it was so good that you did that yesterday and you started from your home. It's going to strengthen your bond between you and your wife. And it's going to be like a burden has been removed from your head. You live lighter, freer, and then you can have space in your head to even think of creative things. And that's exactly how it is. This is a very serious, what we taught yesterday, I will recommend for you, by the time we're done, all the teachings, all the courses that have been taught throughout this period are going to be compiled. So you can order them as a pack and continue to go through. At the point of learning, you are only able to do selective downloading. But as you go over and over and over and over, you get into retainership. It begins to go into your soul. And then you become one with the knowledge that you're having. Nobody masters something at first encounter. All right. You only master it like 2%. So you have to go through all of the courses from Dr. Alex to Leader Chas to Leader my brother to all the sessions we've had. You have to continue because these are lifetime principles. These are timeless principles that can be deployed anywhere in the world. They are cross-border truths that are potent anywhere. So congratulations, and I'm very happy to hear that. Leader Edosa, over to you. Let's go. Okay, so you can unmute yourself now.
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Mike, for this session yesterday. Good evening, global leaders. During the course of the session yesterday, I remember one of the key points that you dropped, and when we had one of the session talk 2024, and you said something that energy is a currency and it is a gift from God. So when you were speaking yesterday, the summary of yesterday's session was around action. A man needs to be action-oriented. Now, the action needs to be specific. That means when he's taking that action, he needs to be intentional about what he wants to achieve out of whatever he's doing. So during the course of the session, my mind was flashing back to all of the courses that I've paid for that I've not taken. And I kept telling myself that each time I'm under Dr. Mike's teaching, my mind always go back to all of the courses I paid for. So what is the essence of paying for courses that you know you're not going to take? That you know you're not going to be studious to want to grab the information that are embedded in it, right? So yesterday was an eye-opener, and I said to myself, enough is enough, because one cannot continue to go in circle, right? There's this particular language that we use in Pidgin, apologies, global leaders. I will still interpret it in English. It says that it is now when your day break, when the man wake up, now that day in day break. When you wake up, now your day breaks. So what it means is that it is the day that a man wakes up from his sleep, that is the day that it is a new beginning for him. So yesterday is almost like a new beginning. My energy came alive, but I just said to myself, there's a need now for this energy to be sustained.
That's right.
Because if the energy is not sustained, that means you need multiple teachings to keep feeling good and not taking action. So yesterday is just a day of reflection for me, to go back to all of the things that I have once placed my hand into, that these things are the things that are going to be the building block of my own life, and also ensure that I'm studious and diligent with all of the courses that I've paid for, grasp all of the knowledge, and also learn one very vital thing that Dr. Mike mentioned, and also learn to seek help, the ACTS principle now, which is we cannot do life alone, right? Doing life alone simply means that one is being too arrogant or proud. So I realized that So yesterday I said to myself, anyone that I know is in the capacity or in the position to provide a high level of support, then I must make sure that I pitch my tent with this particular set of individuals, because life is beautiful when you tag along. And not just tagging along now, but also sharing values as well with those who are within the same cycle that you find yourself. So thank you so much, Dr. Mike, for yesterday's session. I always make a resolution, but I just believe that this resolution is going to be permanent, which is all of the courses that I put for, I'm going to make sure that I go through all of them and finish them up. Thank you.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So we're breaking the walls of rigidity. We're embracing intervention by speaking up, especially to like minds. Sometimes our unwillingness to receive help is not a display of strength. It could be seen as a push of arrogance. And it's like God is sending you help and you're rejecting it. How is it going to help you? Right? So the first provision God is going to give to you is not money. Money is the least. In fact, God doesn't give you money. It is a reward for all the values that God has put inside of you. Okay, so the first thing God is going to give to you as a gift is knowledge. Knowledge. So there's a season in your life, you only just discover that there's so much learning opportunity coming at you. Somebody's paying for you to attend a summit. You're getting access to get into a program at a discount of how, that's it. That is what is going to convert into all of the resources that you need. Okay, so money is not the only thing we spend. We spend wisdom, we spend knowledge, we spend energy, we spend people. Okay, in fact, the wise don't spend money. Okay, is the rich that spend money. Okay, and then the wealthy, they spend people. There's a chain. I think I'm going to do a course on that. I have a course on that. And then the wise, they spend people, they spend money, they spend everything. They spend knowledge, they spend energy, they spend confidence, they spend networks. All right. So it's important. Most of us are looking for breakthrough, but the breakthrough is already in our homes. It's in that book that you refuse to open. It's in the questions that you're not asking. You are arriving at your destiny at the level and rate with which you are asking the right questions. The right answer is hidden until the right question shows up. You cannot draw so much out of me until you start asking me questions. I can't draw so much out of you. So questions is like a fetcher that I used to draw water from the well. If you're going to ask intelligent questions, you're going to be diminishing your ignorance, and then you increase your rate of making the right decisions. Wrong decisions create your pain. The right decision creates your pleasure and your gain. So most of us have listened to sermons, we have read books, we've gone to conferences, we've taken courses, we have intelligent friends. You have people that are close to you that are making impact all around the world, but you are not maximizing them. You know why? You're too familiar. You're not an implementer. You're just someone who is excited at learning, but your execution power is weak. And this generation is not just for learners, it's for executors. The rate at which you're implementing, you will be shocked. I told you, the course I taught you yesterday, believe you me, that course that I taught you yesterday for almost 2 hours, I can teach it for 8 hours. In fact, I can teach it for 1 week. Now, guess what? That course was not part of your summit curriculum. I was not supposed to have a course yesterday. If you check your program plan, I designed that course yesterday morning. I only woke up and those revelations started coming to me. And I picked my phone and I typed out all of those things that I taught yesterday. And I went to my system. I sat down for 4 hours and I designed the entire slide. All right. There's what they call maximizing divine moment. Maximizing divine moment are your aha moment. Maybe in your work, you're receiving a line of thought in your head. Instead of you to quickly pick your pen and start to write, all right, you've been taught about writing. Day 1, Dr. Alex talked about it. Day 2, Leader Charles talked about it. Quickly documenting those thoughts, those ideas. You know what you do? You brush it away. You romance it a little bit in your head and then you get distracted. There was no way I would have given birth to such a course that you received yesterday if I did not quickly tap into that divine moment. All of us have divine moments that have been scheduled on our journey. It is that moment you're getting new ideas about your business. You're getting an idea to call somebody. You're feeling it. Sometimes you wake up at night. You didn't know what woke you up. And you just suddenly see that your eyes are opened and you start receiving ideas. Instead of you to get up, pick your pen or pick your voice note or whatever you want to use to quickly document what is coming to you, you know what you do? You just slip away. So this is exactly what I want you to do. I decided to grab that course yesterday. I sat down with my system as an executor to quickly transfer it into a course. And that was what I taught you yesterday. And as I'm talking to you right now, it has become a course that people are going to take. And also, it's also becoming a book that's going to be transcribed that people are going to buy. In other words, we have designed a global product in less than 24 hours. That's how you become successful, when you know the power of execution. So don't tell me, oh, I attended this summit. Maybe some of us have never attended all May Global Leaders Summit like this before. Now, you are going to invest into yourself by picking everything that you've been taught. We've touched personal development, business, mental health. We've touched our wellness as individuals. We were talking about our mentality and mindset yesterday. Today, we're supposed to be talking about social impact at the global level. Tomorrow, we're talking about men and their families. You know, on Saturday, we're talking about finance and investment opportunity globally. And then on the closing ceremony, you're talking about life lessons for men. We strategically selected all of those line of thought because they are the building blocks upon which a man can build his life, his home, his family, his organizations, and contribute meaningfully to his community. So I want to challenge you. You cannot produce beyond what you have on the inside. If you're not pregnant of nothing, there's nothing that a doctor will help you to be delivered of. So all of us are pregnant, but you need to keep going, protecting your pregnancy. You need to go for what they call intellectual antenatal so that you don't have intellectual miscarriage of your baby. You must give birth to product because that's what you're going to send to the hands of the earth. There are some places you're going to go with your feet to go and change them. There are some places you won't be able to go. You will send your knowledge that has been concretized into books, into materials, into courses to those nations. And there are some places you won't be able to go or even send your knowledge. They will need your aids. You're going to send your resources as support system. That is how to go global. So when we say going global, it doesn't mean you're forcefully trying to relocate to another man country to go and be hiding or be hitting in that country. No. Going global, it means that the world is feeding of the abundance of your revelation. And I told you, your revelation is an upgrade of education. The more you educate yourself in an area, you'll be getting more revelation in that area. For example, you don't play basketball. You have never played basketball. You don't have any love for basketball. You do not commit any percentage of your thinking time to think about basketball. There is no way you can have better revelation of how to shoot a ball or how to play basketball. No. The areas where you educate yourself is where you have upgraded intelligence. You come up with new concepts. So if you want to increase in revelation in your domain, whether you're a fashionista, you're a farmer, you're a doctor, whatever profession that you have, as you educate yourself in that domain, you start having revelation. So when you start studying about, men, we want to know everything about women, but we know nothing about ourselves. And at this point, I would like to invite you. This is February. I have a February gift, all right, to everybody. I'm doing what I call love optimization, love quotient optimization. I've not posted the flyer yet. Okay. I've never taught this course before anywhere. I've kept it for a long time and I've upgraded it. Now, I've spoken about the rigidity and the superiority complex of a man. This course is about love, okay? So if you're not married, you need to attend this program. Leader Edosa, you will buy me a bottle of ice cream when we are done with this course. I call it Valentine's special hangout. You're going to hang out with me. And it's only for guys. Ladies are going to join as well. So I'm going to be teaching different dynamics because until we know how to receive love, we cannot totally break the walls of rigidity and superiority complex. Many men here, you are very kind, you are very nice. You can give your head and everything you have. You're so generous. But guess what? When it comes to receiving love, you are not good at it. It's also part of emotional defectiveness. So you need to understand your way. There are brothers that are here right now, they are single, simply because they cannot approach a lady or sustain meaningful conversations. So all of those rigidity and walls, we need to break it down. So if you want to attend, all right, welcome back. I think I have some little delays on my network. So if you want to attend, ensure you chat me up after this session. I'm only looking for 50 people, male and female, who are going to attend. And it's going to be a Valentine hangout on the 11th. Is it 11th? Let me be sure. Let me check the date. 11th. Okay. Yes, 11th of February, Sunday. Okay. Not this Sunday, the next Sunday. All right. You can sponsor yourself or your girlfriend or your fiancé. And also, if you are a leader that have a lot of young people under you, and you know they're going to depend on your counsel to make decisions in their relationships, or you are a relationship counselor or coach, and you want to supplement your knowledge on anything love, hey, you should attend this program. It's not part of Leading Man Summit. It's a program on the 11th of February. So I think you should attend that so that as a man, you can optimize your love intelligent quotient. Very, very important. So you cannot give what you don't have. So I want to encourage you, everybody listen to me. I want you to challenge yourself to develop yourself to the highest level. That is the only thing you hold yourself, your family, your generation, and even God. It's going to be Zoom session, okay? It's going to be Zoom session, except you want to pick your flight and come and meet me where I am, all right? So, and, so it's going to be Zoom here, and it's going to be very interesting. There will be we're going to play games, all right? They're going to play games, and it's only for mature people. So I'm going to screen you. I'm not going to allow you to come and spoil my show. So if I look at your face and you're looking like Leader Victor now, the way he's looking at me, I will not allow you to enter the show. So it's for, we want to have what they call love hangout. We'll talk about the brother, the sister kind of thing. We'll break all of the walls. So if you feel you are too sophisticated for us, maybe you are more mature than us, don't come. It's for those of us that are not really mature, that we just want to have a nice time learning and sharing and bonding, okay? So that's the way it is. I'm very convinced that you cannot rise to the best of your intellectuality until you break the yokes around your sociality and emotionality. There's physicality, intellectuality, emotionality, sociality, spirituality. You cannot rise to the height of your spirituality and intellectual genius until you tap into your sociality and emotionality. Many of us are here, we're not social. We find it difficult to even mingle with friends, to talk. We just want to quickly run back to our homes and lock the door. You cannot make it like that. It's a strategic works of the demonic kingdom to keep you in obscurity for the rest of your life. You were not designed. There's a season you're supposed to be hidden. There's a season that you're supposed to be revealed. Some of you are supposed to step into your revealing seasons right now. But guess what? You feel timid. You have that low self-esteem. All right. I have that low self-esteem. I have, see, all the things I'm talking about right now. These are the things I used to struggle with. And that's why I designed them as a course. Once I break through, once I have knowledge that has helped me climb to a level, you know what I do? I convert them to a course or a book, and I send it to places that people are buying, they're enjoying it, you know. So there's so many things you learn, you know, right now, but you have not converted them into substance that other people can consume. Right? So you must learn to write. If you cannot write, pick your phone and start talking to your phone. And then when you're done, give it to your book professor. They will transcribe the entire things you've said into a book. So that's how you become an author. You can write books in 7 days. I've written books a whole day. Most of my books, I write them in 24 hours, 48 hours. So that's how you're giving back to fruit and product. So when you look back, you see things that you have contributed to the generation unborn. Timeless truths, okay? Truths. There are some truths that are generational. All right. The children who are in primary school right now will grow up to that level. They will consume that truth. Their life will be transformed by it. So this is, you must understand this strategy. This is how you build cross-border competence. Some of you should be authors of books right now, but guess what? You are waiting for the perfect time. There will never be a perfect time. All right. There will never be a perfect time. This is the year you're going to give birth to fruit. You should be having business dates every week. Call your friend that is busy or a new friend that you met. Hey, can we meet hang out for a drink? And you're discussing about business challenges, things you can do together. You're not just fighting over Chelsea and Liverpool. You know, no, you're talking about business. You're talking about things you can do together. You're talking about life stuff. You're going for meetings. You're going out. You're taking a walk in the evening, going to new places, exploring the city where you live. Go to a lovely hotel, buy a drink at the restaurant and have a seat. You meet new friends, new ladies, new guys, shake their hands, introduce yourself, and have a discussion. You're not going to die. That is the way you're supposed to live. That things are flowing to you every day and things are flowing out of you every day. This is it. This is life. What are you waiting for? You're waiting to be 50 years old before you leave? This is the most important part of your life. This is the when you have the strength, the agility, the energy. So I just feel I should speak to your heart this period. Okay, stop overloading yourself with information. Go and become an executor. Okay, if I decide not to hold this summit, you're not going to be in this room. I decide to hold this summit. It's a product of thought and execution. So there are many things you've written down. I want to build my own studio. I want to call somebody. I want to apply for admission overseas. You're not doing it. Your execution power is so slow. You don't know how to use conversations to buy time, to remove obstacles. You get no and you turn back. You write another proposal. Okay? You're looking for contracts. How many proposals have you written? How many companies have your proposal on their tables? If you're looking for 10 contracts, you're going to write 100 proposals. So you're going to list out the companies and you're going to go to 10 companies a week or in 2 days to go and drop those proposals. Whether you like it or not, 1 or 2 of them will pick and you only need 1 or 2 to pick. Because you can't just sit down in your room and be doing wishful thinking, exciting wishful thinking. Oh God, you know, you're my son, you're my God, I'm your son. God, you can just help me. If it works like that, things will have changed. If something should tell you that it is not working, you have to look, discard whatever is not working, embrace new ideologies. Become an executor. You want to call somebody, call them now. Don't always say, well, I want to wait till the start of March before I start to march forward. Wherever the idea comes, that is where you start. You don't need to wait for the first of the month so that you cannot start. I like to start first of the month so that I can start with the month. What kind of thing is that? You start now. That's it. This is February. Do you know what some people have achieved in this February? In just 1 month. Do you know what some people have achieved in just 1 month? Some people are just trying to wake up into 2024. All right, I've crossed Uganda, I've crossed Rwanda, I've crossed Kenya, I've crossed Nigeria. Just 4 weeks. And I've done a lot of stuff. This summit is also part of my achievement for January. And meanwhile, somebody just trying to wake up and say, okay, now we are beginning. Sometimes you're using religious deception to massage yourself. You're telling yourself, I'm fasting for 30 days. So I'm just going to hide myself. Why are you hiding yourself at 35? What have you been doing hiding yourself for over 15 years? If you're a teenager, it's okay. You're not going to get a teenager. You're a man. You're 35. You'll soon be 50, bro. So you've been using religious activities to massage and console yourself. It gives you emotional gratification, but it's not bringing results. 1 month, you know what some people have achieved in January, and it has given them intellectual boost to capture the rest of the year. Executors. This is the way you're going to lead your family. All right? There are some people listening to me right now. See, if you miss 2024, you will go back 10 years behind. You know this is your Kairos moment. This is the year. There's a season you know that this is the year. That's what they call the year. The year that if you don't sort out your finances, things are going to go really bad. You know. It may not be for everybody, but you know what I'm talking about. So this is not the year you're rehearsing and you're acting sluggishly. You see someone that can help you and your mouth is muted. No. You go out and knock on doors. Even the Bible says, ask, knock, seek. That's it. Be a little bit aggressive about what you want to do. Stop procrastinating. Very important. So we had a training yesterday and he took action immediately. And it has opened up a new journey in his relationship with his wife and his kids. Knowledge has improved his behavior. A culture has been shifted. Something has changed in his psyche. And then it led to a perfect action. Very, very important. I used to think if I cry, God will just change my situation. Your tears doesn't move God. It's action that moves God. All right? In fact, without action, you limit the hand of God because God is a mover. And that's why movers experience miracles. Movers experience miracle. All right? Somebody reached out to me and say, I just wanted to ask you this and this and that. Say I was afraid, but I'm just happy. I said, good. I said, favor is on the underside of fear. Anytime you're afraid, still go and do it anyway. Go and ask. Right? You never could tell. Don't stop looking down on yourself. The complexity, most times, I didn't have time to break it down yesterday. The complexity, listen to me. The complexity, we try to use arrogance to prove that we are confident, but it's false form of confidence. We're actually still suffering from low self-esteem. We do not believe in what we have. By now, some of us should go out to write the proposal properly. If it's a job you want to apply for, go and apply for the job. Whatever you want to do, go and knock on doors. If they say no, go to another place. Stop belittling what you have. That thing that you have is enough. Some of you should be powerful speakers now, coaches, training people. But guess what? You say, well, I will wait till 2026 until I have my MBA. What MBA? There are people that their life will be transformed. They will not listen to Dr. Mike. It's not Dr. Mike that have been called to transform their life. It is you. It's your voice. There's a way your voice sounds. It is you they're going to listen to. That is your market. But guess what? You're still romancing yourself in your room and thinking, okay, I want to get my MBA. Some of you should be in the marketplace. The money you want to go and use to do one academic MBA, you should pack it and go and invest into proper stuff. Some people right now is trying to sell all his property so that he can running away from destiny. Meanwhile, you need to understand that all the things you're trying to run away from, people will give to you as a gift on your birthdays. They'll give you as a gift like this. Is it cars? Dr. Mike, congratulations. Thank you for blessing my life. Gift. Is it land? Gift. That is it. All right? Stop running away from destiny. Don't be like Jonah that is trying to run away from his calling. All right? You're only delaying time. This is your time. This is your moment. This is the time to lead. All right? So if you know this is a year for you to get married and have children, make proper plans. Don't make bad investments. Then you'll be calling Dr. Mike and say, Dr. Mike, I want you to advise me. I don't advise people for correctional stuff. Go and seek consultation before you make decisions. So I want us to prioritize wisdom and then to execute. There are many of us, you know too much already, but your result is too small to what you know. You know why? You're not taking enough actions. I told you, a man born for a mission, but limited by his actions. Limited by his actions. Limited by his actions. If you walk around me, you know I'm an executor. Leader Edosa, we've been working together for a long time. That is it. Execute, execute, execute. You don't waste time. You will quickly discover what doesn't work and throw it away and take new things. And stop trying to say, well, this is how they used to know me. They used to know me with this name. They used to know me. If it doesn't work, you have transitioned. Okay, no matter how much you loved your secondary school, when you graduated, they sent you packing. You no longer go there. So you don't start, if you need to transition and rebrand everything that you need to rebrand it. Stop saying, they used to know me with this kind of thing. Don't let anybody know you with mediocrity. You've upgraded. Change your name, rebrand yourself. That's the goal of life. All right, very important. Some of you that have read my story, at a point I was a dancer, at a point I was a singer, I was a different kind of thing until I became what I am right now. And I'm still becoming a new version of me. Execution, execution, execution. Okay? Stay around people that when you see their status every morning, you wake up off your bed. You must know what they call basic routines. The first 3, 4, 5 things you do early in the morning. Is prayer bad? No. But the early days of the morning, you're supposed to use it in strategic thinking. But guess what you're doing? You're trying to deceive yourself that you're doing morning devotion. God is not deaf. God doesn't sleep. You're the one that is sleeping. Do morning devotion 1 hour, 30 minutes, and then you wake up, start dragging your leg to the bedroom. And in that 2 hours, some people have created a lot of stuff. See, God lives on your inside, your spiritual connection. Even as you're walking on the street to that place that you want to go and ask for help, you're still talking to God. Stop trying to create structures that are not productive. Destroy them and install structures that will improve your effectiveness. Know whether you're a morning person or you're a night person. I'm a morning person, so most of my most difficult works that do this with thinking, I do them before 12 noon. I wake up from 4, 5, 6, and I do all of them before 12 noon. Because once I get to 12 noon, I begin to deplete in strength. So I'll now be using the rest of the afternoon to do jobs that are less difficult, things that I can move around and then gain strength. But but some people, they don't do well before 12. Anything from 12 downward, that's the most productive season. But that is your most productive season. That is when one of your friends will call you and say, John, are you around? Let me stop over in your house. You'll not be discussing Chelsea and Arsenal. The most productive time where you're more energized. Useless conversation have hijacked it. So that's it. And don't forget, the older you get, the weaker you're becoming in physicality. So this is serious man talk for us. Restructure your life, simplify it, and focus on 1, 2 things. Okay, these 2 things. I'm focusing on these 2. That's what I call laser focus. You focus on these 2 things. This is the goal. Somebody this year, you need to learn everything about finance. Okay, learn everything about finance, anything business and finance. Somebody is another thing you want to focus on. Very important. So if you want to attend that Love Valentine Hangout, I'm going to be talking about different things about relationship, love, and it's going to help those of you that are married, those of you that want to become coaches. I want to help people in the area of relationship, friendship, and optimizing their love approach. So you can chat me up. I'll give it discount to attend, but just for 50 people. I don't know. I'm going to manage the applications, but it's not for everybody. All right. So I just wanted to encourage you. Most of the people that changed the world, check them out based on history. They did it at their youthfulness, at their youthful age. Okay. Sometimes when you speak more about my future, I will do it in future. It's just a deception to rob you of your most productive seasons. Who even told you you're going to live to 50? Did God call you and say you are going to live up to 50? Who told you that? Do you know when you're going to pass away? Who told you you're going to live to 60? What if you don't live to 60? Then the memory of you will be wiped off the earth. Very important. You live like you're going to, somebody come and say, why do you walk so much like you're going to die next week? I said, so what am I supposed to be doing? I should be sleeping away. No. No. So ladies and gentlemen, prioritize. Okay. Some of you right now, you should sit down and build that brand that you've been building. Make sure it gets to a place of stability. Then you can now say, now I want to bring another person into my life so that I can now marry, now start having children. Prioritize. I showed you a ladder. I say a boy, a man, a leader, a husband, a father, a grandfather, an icon. The most important thing to a man is his vision and his purpose. Purpose is more important than marriage. You will not go to hell for not getting married. But if you deny the word your purpose, all the fruits that you're supposed to give back to generation before you is gone. So by the time you are checking your life list, you look at it, okay, purpose check, vision check, I've given enough product to my generation, what is left? Now let me go and find a wife and just give back to biological children, which is the last thing on your list. Why? Because you have fulfilled your assignment. You can use the rest of your life to be enjoying the fruit of your labor. Can you labor for 14 years and live the rest of your life in glamour? Usain Bolt has retired. But everywhere he showed up all around the world today, he doesn't need introduction. He worked his life out to become the best athlete of all time. But today he has retired. Everywhere in the world, he doesn't need to knock doors. Doors open. He can take his family anywhere he wants now. He has built a name. That name has become a collateral his children can take to the bank. I didn't inherit bedroom slippers from my dad. So there are many things I want to leave for my children. So it's not just about you. It's about you are changing the genealogical positioning of the offspring that will proceed out of your loins. You see, your children will study back into the lineage and they will see where the transition changed. They say, wow, that was my grandfather. He was the man that changed the genealogy and gave us this access. You know where you're coming from. Your life is not like your friends. They have it all figured out, but your life is not like that. You know that you didn't have anything. You have to struggle to go to school. So you have to sacrifice. Make this sacrifice. Very important. Make the sacrifice. There's what they call first generation immigrants in America or any Western world. They are the first set of people that came to the Western world from their families. So if you study the first generation migrants, they are the one that will do all of the suffering and sacrifice until they get the papers. They have the legitimate right to build things. Then they can actually use that to create opportunity for the ones that will come after them. So you should be asking yourself, am I repeating the history of my parents or am I rewriting the history? You can either repeat it or rewrite it. Very important. And these are the things that will strengthen our homes. Our wives, we don't need to command them to honor or respect us. Respect will flow naturally because you are a man that is operating in godly wisdom. And the woman looks at your life, he sees results. You are the king she's been praying for. She will not want to mess it up. It is when those kingly aura and fragrance are not in place, then we'll switch to muscle power and start shouting around, I'm the man of the house. You don't need to say it. Even the woman knows that he's the man of the house. So, and there's some of us here, you carry a divine mission for this generation. You are different from all of us. You know that there's a calling upon you. You know, everything around your life signified it. From the way you were born up with all the struggles you've broken through, you know there's a calling around your life. So you need to embrace the calling and step into your purpose because that's what's going to matter eventually. All right, so become an executor. I say, you know, I'm a trainer. I train people every day, all over the world, every day. I train some people and their life change. I train some people, their life will never change. You know why? They are always learning. They will never execute. They will see potent wisdom and truth and strategy that can change their life radically. They will not implement. In other words, you can stay with a man that has anointing for financial success and you still be broke all your life. You know why? You are not an executor. Okay? So if all my friends are wise, why am I still foolish? That's the question. If all my friends are high, why am I still foolish? It's my fault. So it's very important to have this reflective moment with ourselves, okay? Reflective moment. And then you decide where you want to be. All of us